quicker. Good. Well, thank you for coming again. It's Sunday. We have an early crisis with water. So this morning is talking about how to deal with crisis. So in Chinese, I always say 平常心, meaning the mind of normalcy, being a normal, being a simplicity. Take your mind being very natural. When things happen in crisis, don't act without head. You take a deep breath, you slow down, and then you assess the situation. The thing is, you always know what is the best thing that could happen, what is the worst thing can happen. And when things do happen, the worst and what lesson in it? What wisdom can we accumulate from? So there is always a lesson in life that we can learn, and that we call it, once we learn the lesson, we call it wisdom. Wisdom. So therefore today, I'd like to speak with called the wisdom versus intelligence. Wisdom versus intelligence. So these two are a little bit different. We say that everybody are smart, intellectual, but not everybody is wise. Not everybody is wise. Wisdom is based on intellectual, based on intellect. Intellectual is everyday's learning, accumulating the knowledge from life, from activity, even from the stress, even from the suffer, even from all the emotional issue that we encounter with. Wisdom does not necessarily mean you have to be a scholar. Okay, intellectual also doesn't mean you have to go to school. There are a lot of people, they never go to school. Like my father never go to school. He's a farmer. People who cannot afford to go to school. You see, being smart is also have two kinds. One called street smart, right? One is a book smart. And we have a lot of people thought, all their life they have to accumulate knowledge, being very smart. Being a Chinese understands more than that. Today in China, one child policy. So all the parents work very, very hard and try to push the children into the college. And college is not enough. They have to accumulate PhD or PhD degree. The competitions getting more intense. So BA degree is never good enough anymore. And you can see a lot of Chinese parents sending their children out of China into the United States to get educated, go out of the country, educate and acquire more knowledge. So today in China, do you know what is the best business? One of the best business is to have a kindergarten. I say you can see when the almost school start, grandpa and grandma having a little chair, lined up 2 miles outside the school. When the midnight, why? Just try to make sure that grandson will be signed up. You see that? That is the only place that you can see on the earth. Grandpa, grandma at midnight with a little chair sitting outside the school, lined up 2 miles. Just try to get a limited, seat. This school, kindergarten, this year only 100, right? So everybody lined up. Oh my goodness. Why is that? Because they believe early childhood education, that's the child's future. Okay? It's true. They're from the 4 years old already in school. 4 years old on the school. So you see that, and the poor family thought the school is the only way out. So parents will work double shift, even with many jobs to accumulate income so they can put a child on. The funny thing is when child do get educated and they had no clue about life at all. Really, I mean, there's a lot of sad story. Even you get to PH8, you came back, you still have no street smart whatsoever. Okay? Being smart, not necessarily school smart. Okay? You kind of combine with the schools and the street together. Learn from life and open up all your 5 senses to learn. In Taoism we say, the gift from heaven that we have 5 senses. And this 5 sense is opening is between the internal and external communication. We learn through looking at something, feeling something, smell something, taste something, touch something. When all this accumulate information they have to process through our brain. So learning occurs direct and indirect. Direct experience, when you touch hot water, hand get burned, then you know next time don't get burned. But there's not always that case. You always burn it again. Alright? So in our kitchen, we say that if we don't get burned, you're not qualified to work in our kitchen. So, but you think I'm smart now yesterday? No, I'm not smart. Because I still touch the burn thing and burn it again. Right? But is that case, I mean, well, we got hurt in our life on one issue, but we still gonna hurt again and again and again. And you know what? All of you have done at least 50 journey of your life. Always same thing that you hit on the wall and you don't get through. Oh, this journey is end. Next reincarnation come back and hit the same issue. Some people always have issue with women, and some issue with friendship, some issue with job, some issue with emotional angers. Okay? We all deal with something. And that something continuously repeat. Some people feel abandoned. Abandoned by my parents. My parents left me very young, so now I feel victim, then I continue to persecute him until I'm 90 years old. I still persecute him. And then what? You're like that. Come back next life and repeat the same story. Same story. Many times you realize a lot of things is being repeated. What you're facing now, every one of you, what is you're facing on right now is exactly what your last life faced was. Okay? Your relationship challenge with husband or with a wife was exactly that was challenging you in the past several lifetimes. Okay, so do you think that you're really smart? To look at it, no, it's not very smart. Because we continuously hit our forehead on the wood. And again. Sometimes we broke early. People sometimes came in, they die early, and sometimes they die later. Depends on what degree of intensity of lesson that you have to learn. So you go through life and continuously encounter the same challenge. I call it a challenge. In my religion, I call it as a challenge. But many people thought that life is suck. Why this happened to me again and again? You know what I mean? But really, is you really need to change the way you look at that challenge. And look at the thing. Don't call this thing is very harsh. Call the thing is very challenge. Okay? Oh, I used that, face the challenge. Now I'm facing the challenge again. How can I deal with that challenge and go beyond? And if you learn the lesson, then I call it wisdom. Okay? Smart versus wisdom. Wisdom do come from being smart. Okay? Being smart also means being smart and being stupid at the same time. Okay? We learn from things. When things do challenge us, open your heart, open your five senses. Be brave. You are the only one that can save yourself. You are the only one that can give you the true inner wisdom from within. And you, in fact, you do have great wisdom, and you just ignore it and never listen to it. Okay? When you did something, quote, quote, stupid, you always hear some inner voice telling you, don't do it. Right? And always that's how we react again and again, the same thing. Same thing. So next time, I hope you be smart. Okay? When you hit something, you hear the voice, and you listen to it. Accumulates all these five senses and put it into your soul, and then digest it. Don't take action right away. Okay? If you're taking that one action knowing that will hurt you and potential hurt others, then don't rush into judgment. Don't rush, take action right away. Take a pause. Few deep breaths before the judgment out of your mouth, before you pull the triggers. Okay? Take a deep breath and think about it. Do we really want what? To make that judgment? Do we really want to take the action that might, come on in, do we really what? Want to take the action pursuing that? First you ask it, I am making a victim here. I am the first victim. The next I'm making what? The victim. Through my rush into the judgment, I am doing that. Okay? And that sometimes our judgment rush out of our mouths or action we take right away, you thought that's very smart. Being smart, people are smart, also ego is a selfish. Is what? Me first. It's my profit, it's my security, it's my control, dominating, protection. Okay? We always very, very much into protecting our fragile ego. Very fragile ego. But we vigorously protect them. And want to protect them right away, we try to be smart and acting stupid, speaking stupid, doing what? Something that's stupid. Why so stupid? Because afterward you say that was stupid. Okay? But the moment of action, no one think that was stupid. Okay? So I relating you say stupid because in the moment after you do think that was called stupid. Okay? So prevent that happen is to take a deep breath and then one step back, look into the whole situation, open up all your five senses. Okay? And gathering information, and then what? Walk through your brain, walk through your soul, allow your body to feel it, to experience it. If these actions that I'm taking, that is really wise. If this action I take hurting me or hurting others, think about that. Is this action, is this judgment come out of my mouth, is it conscious? Is it kind? Is it merciful enough? Right? Think about that. Because a lot of judgment, a lot of action we take, it did not run through our heart and soul because that was not conscious and kind enough. Even the first really not kind and merciful enough for me, then obviously will be not kind and merciful for others. Right? They always say chew it in your mouth first, then you know what it tastes like. Right? So Again, it's like me and Chef Will cooking in a restaurant. Before we serve people, we always know, we sure know this dishes taste good. Okay? And before we're ready to serve. Sometimes we're not sure, we have to take a little spoon and taste it before we're willing to serve. Because every dish is served with love, served with passion, right? So your daddy and mommy, when you're cooking cooking in your kitchen, right? You're not going to serve the dishes that burns and overcooked and over salty, right? You want the whole family enjoy it, so you taste it and feel good before you're putting out the dishes, serving your children and your friends in this family. Yeah, that is love, isn't it? That is kind and love. So now think about the action you're taking. Okay, when you're facing a challenge, something happened in crisis, then your so-called crisis or challenge, right? And the things happen right away, just like you're right now, you're facing all the ingredient cooking right now, right? All the while, open up all your sense, collecting all the ingredient first. Don't rush into the dishes, right? Collecting them and think about all the outcome. Okay? And what can we do? Is it kind enough? Is it good enough for me? Right? So the action that I'm going to take it, is it good? Kind and mercy is the what? The judgment that you're taking. Is it good enough? It's like my chef. If this dishes look good, smell good, colorful, tasty, right? Loving before I serve. Got it? When we put the dishes, I always watching Will cooking. He pick out the dishes, he's putting into the dish, right? He can just put it out and they say, go! No, he won't. He'll bring out a clean towel and make sure the edge of the dish is what? Clean first. And even bring a cup of green parsley and sprinkle that. And then before you put it on the serve. I always ask him, why you do that? They say, look good, smell good, clean. And this is my love. Now think about in our life, what's our actions going to impact other people's life? You can just serve the dishes without sprinkle the parsley. But can we do that in our life? Our little action, little extra actions goes a long way. Our little kindness is like a little decoration on the dishes. Just go a little bit extra. In Chinese, they 难得糊涂. You see the words on my wall over there in the back? 难得糊涂. Nan, the first one means difficult. De means acquire. Okay? Hu tu means dummy and stupid. Very hard and challenge and difficult to acquire instead of being called stupid. Okay? And the left side say, try to be smart is very difficult. 聪明难. 糊涂更难. Being what? Stupid, even more difficult. But then what? From smart, transfer into stupid. Harder and harder. That's what he said. Now think about that, right? All our life acquire what? Intellectual, isn't it? Now what? Smart. Is it difficult? It is difficult to learn to be smart. We got through what? 20 to 30 year educations, and even today we're still learning. So it is difficult to be smart. Right? Then what? Smart, it sounds good. Stupid sounds like stupid. Right? So no one wants to be stupid. No one want to be called stupid. Right? So we reject that and think that is a very negative term. Okay? We don't want to be stupid. We don't want to be a fool. Okay? So all your life acquire being smart and hate to be stupid. Now can you imagine from this going there? from smart and turn into the foolish, it is harder and harder. We have to go through our logic. We have to go through our intellectual mind process. Okay? Imagine it. When we're born on the what? First, we call it innocent. Blind, right? Nothing in our mind was absolutely innocent. We don't even know what's called fear, so we even go forward and pet the bear. There's no fear, isn't it? So we have no judgment of goodness or bad, right? Even treating a beggar is like a daddy. You know, treating a murderer is like a kind person. We smile with open heart, we embrace, isn't it? A child always open-hearted, open arm, throw arm into anybody. That's innocent. No judgment. Okay? And when we get to the teenager level, we're learning something, so we thought we can conquer the world. We knows everything. We're the smartest person, so we're very spunky. Isn't it? Teenagers, extremely what? Spunky, and you know what I mean? When you're 20-something to 30, you thought you'll learn what? Knowledge, right? You're now, it just come out of graduation, finding a job. I'm very egoistic, right? Very ego. I feel I'm very ego. When you cross over 30 to 40, you're having a family, now you start stress. And 30 to 40, you start stress, and then you try to accumulating a status, a value. Eagerly what? To establish a status. I want to be recognized now. I'm a good daddy, I'm a good boss, right? I'm good enough. I want everybody to tell me I'm sexy enough. Good and sexy. So that's what? It's the time we try to grasp and possess our status and our power and value. That was 30, 40. Cross the 40, we call, or you climb over the what? Mountain, right? Grow a mountain, we're now downhill. Now we feel that urgency. Try to what? Grasp the last moment of what? The sunshine. And so we try to fight for it, and that's what? The stress building up, and we start to feel aging. By aging, and it's the moment. And then we don't want to describe after. 60, 70, 80, right? Now, at 50, we feel a little bit victimized. Because what? First, you're never good enough. When you try to always ask people to tell you good or not good, that means you're never good enough. So you always feel urgency and victim in your life, because on the 50, I have not good enough. I'm still not good enough. Don't you feel that? Now you feel insecure, and I'm a nobody, right? I'm nobody. And over 50, you start to retire, right? You start retire, you feel like you lost control, lost the purpose and value. People are thinking that. All people think, what can I do? What can I do to grasp the last sunshine? What can I do? So feeling urgency. No one really understands what's wisdom come from. Okay, you follow the normal pattern. You follow that. That's why you feel like life is losing the control. As long as we chasing after this thing, the status, the value, the power, the woman, the money. As long as we keep doing this, okay, we're very blindfoldly walking on the dark tunnel. Okay, we gotta get out that kind of so-called intelligence. Okay, from 1 years old to 60 years old, we're busy chasing this intelligence, try to be smart, like everybody else does in this world. Okay? And we cannot process the impact from chasing them. That's emotional damage, spiritual, physical damage. And it come with it. There's a lot of damage come with it. How do we get beyond them? How do we get beyond that kind of that kind of impact, that kind of damage, go beyond that, is today you got to learn. In Taoism say what? Respect the mud and enjoy the lotus. Okay? Lotus do come from the mud. From the first years old to 60 years old, we're running and we play on the mud. Okay? We're running and playing in the mud. We got emotional damage. Well, that's the mud. You don't call it damage. It's the mud that we play with. Okay? Our challenge in our life, emotional challenge, relational challenge, all kind of challenges, like whole piles of mud that you run inside. And yeah, your skin getting dirty, your clothes getting dirty, you get smelly. Okay? We're very smelly. But yet, you must make sure that you're preserving most innocent spirits of yourself. And that spirit is pure. It's like a lotus. The lotus have to extracting all the nutrition from the mud. So all our challenge in our life, physical, emotional, spiritual, those challenge is the mud nutrition. Okay? Is accumulating for you, accumulating wisdom for you to harvest. And what can I learn from what? My life challenge, right? Yet no one expecting perfect in our life. A perfect daddy, mommy, perfect brother, sister, perfect relationship, husband and wife, perfect job, right? Perfect community, perfect air, food. We can't expect it. Okay, although we love it, we love to have the perfection, but what? Perfection is through knowing life is not perfect. Okay? One of chapter I thought in my book say what? If you are chasing after perfection, then you're really stupid. Right? It's what? If you want to be perfect, but knowing life is not perfect, therefore make you perfect. Understand that? So what? We're learning eventually all this challenge. We gotta continue to understand. If you want to be smart, you've got to understand the mud. Okay, you got to go into the mud to harvest the nutrition from our challenge, our stress, our what? Life imperfect. To learn from that. Okay? Although some reason we really don't want to hear that, don't want to accept it, but you know what? Life do happen. That we, in our young child, our parents divorce, right? In our teenager, your sweetheart betrayed you, right? And what? Grown up, getting what? Divorce. That's normal too. 60% in this country getting divorced, right? And don't expecting perfect. Like what? It is interesting. There is what? It's just like the water rush down the mountain. You have to curves. You have to what? Run around the situation. The Tao follow the nature. You have to learn that. Once you learn to follow the nature, you're really intelligent. Okay? But if you have to hit the rock, try to make the rock run away, it won't work. Okay? The water always have to go around it. Okay? So we do have a challenge. But when you challenge become very stubborn, then you continue blaming your life. Why I'm not happy? Why my parent left me? Did he don't like me? Right? Why I get divorced? What's happening? Why he make me a victim? We track into the challenge and we don't want to bypass. We must make sure that I understand, must make sure that I'm in control and what? I'm winning. Okay? And that is what tangle you, trapping you on this planet for 50 journey. Because you are not wanting to go around. Okay? Some people in challenge in a great emotion. Love is the best or the hardest thing to overcome. Okay? Love is like a steel wall. Okay? Who doesn't want to love and be loved? Right? So when we love, we feel like this love nurturing my soul. When I lost what? The love, I feel like I lost my soul. I lost the purpose. But sometimes you gotta know, the people who love you, and they were mentor in your life for a reason, for a journey, for a short period of time, to light up on you so you can continue on the journey that he or she has love on you. You can't possess it and stop right here, try to go through. No. You have to understand, you must allow the flow going. The one who used to love me passed away illness. Or in the what? Harsh divorce disappeared already. Let's honor what we used to have. Okay? Love is what makes me happy. Then I'm honoring and accepting that love and continue what? Go on. Although this time only myself alone. I'm taking it and going further. Honor that is true love. Don't possess it. Say, I live on the yesterday. I do not want today and tomorrow. Yesterday made me who I am. Okay? Now, without her, without him, I'm not who I am anymore. And it's not true. If you truly were in love and take the power of love manifesting today and tomorrow. And I think that is the best way to honor the one you love and used to love. And that's the way you're going. Okay? That's where you honor them. Remember, when you're in love with one person, that was your will. You honor, you're happy, you're joyful, you're in love. Now you split, divorce, or somebody passed away. Honor the past, accept the love, and continue on. That's the best way to respect and honor he or her and yourself. Okay? And go on at that. And that's all called smart and intelligent. Okay? So we learn to open up our five senses to learn everything. Don't rush into the action and judgment. Take big step back. Be passionate. Be merciful. Be kind. Understand how I can go on my life with total passion. Go on my life myself with total passion. Okay? I am not going to do something to destroy myself, my health, my mental. Okay? But I don't do material possession because some people cannot take the impact of emotions. They go into the material possession, alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, or drum, and drinking. That is material possession because they thought they can detour, de-stress, and run away from the fact. Okay? Now it's called victim. Okay? Maybe that's my judgment. Only for you might think that is the way I de-stress. However labor that you're putting in, I'm not judging you. I only asking yourself to look into your heart to say to yourself, am I feeling good from doing this? Okay? Am I doing this right? Am I right now standing under the sunshine or hiding in a cave? Okay? You gotta ask yourself, is this a thing that benefit me? Make me feel good, make me feel productive. Okay? Think about that. Running from your shadow, never. The shadow always behind you. Okay? You have to stop and take action to take into your heart and look at that. Okay? You are your only love, only one to care, to love for. Okay? Love should continue going. Okay? And once we really understand, we honor them. under the goodness, under the kindness, okay, and respect them and continue to go on. You don't have right to abuse yourself. Okay, you only have right to joy, to live to your full potential, And that, when you start doing that, you are going to bypass the challenge and go on your life. Okay, if you have to short-sighted look at the challenge, you're always going to stop here for the next 50 journey. And I hope you all be truly wise men and wise women here to look beyond the things, okay? Not to quote self-abuse, okay? And that's not needed. Go beyond that. Love makes us who we are, and then you really truly to apply love to yourself first. Okay? Yesterday I talked to her parents. I say Chinese, and her father has the same last name and same region I came from. Amazing. They say what is different between our religion and our philosophy from all other religions is I use one instance. Right? My religion and culture believe learn how to swim before you save somebody on the water. Okay? Is what? Self-enlightenment comes first before you try to enlighten others. Okay? Be your own hero. Love yourself. Save yourself first. Be kind. Be truthful to yourself before you apply to all the principle, all the action to others. Okay? I'm not here eagerly to save the world. Understand that? I'm not going to try to knock on everybody's door to deliver you a book. I'm not doing that. Because self-cultivation is the only way to break through the challenge in life, in this journey. Don't wait for too long. Don't wait you suffer, crying, and feel no way out. Okay? Then try to knock on the door of material possession. Well, I can't break the challenge, so let me use alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for that. You are your own hero. Okay? I know this Western culture based on very strong on the heroism. Heroism is about saving others. Why can't you save yourself? So you're projecting a wrong image. Try to save the world without saving yourself. And that's not a true hero. Okay? So wise men and wise women learn what? Turn all the love within. Turn all the kindness and passion within. Turn around accepting yourself unconditionally. Love yourself unconditionally. Once you can do that, then you turn around very, very powerful. Because once you can accept, love yourself unconditionally, then all the mud becomes very fragrant, not smelly. Okay? There are always a lesson and wisdom from our challenge. And take it. Don't right away rush into action to persecute. Okay? Don't persecute. Receive it and willing to learn. What is in the lesson there? I'm wondering what God's avoid is. I want to hear what God's avoidance from this challenge. Okay? And all you can pause a second. What can I learn from this being a foolish? Okay? So always wise men appear as a fool. So when I can look at you, like an ordinary man look at you and say, oh, you're a fool, and you just got it. Understand that? If I look at your face, yeah, you're so smart. Oh, then I have to be smarter than you. Then you fail. Understand that? Because everybody wants smart in this life. And then when somebody being smart, I have to try to be smarter than you. You know what I'm saying? Then if we all have to use logic to deal with each other, then the world has no more love. You understand that? Sometimes love is total not logic at all. You get it? So we always have to advice from somebody's ear, you can't do this, you must do this, but you act exactly from your friend's advice. You do because your heart tells you, because your soul telling you. To do that, even you being taken disadvantage, taking advantage. Understand that? So I always say something like this, but last my conclusion. When I went in China several years ago doing business, I'm not a businessman, right? So always, why not losing money, right? And losing a lot of things, and people take advantage of you. I always say, wow, thank God I pay off my debt. Otherwise, I don't even know who's my what do you call it in English? Who I owe debt to. Who is my creditor, right? I don't even know. Now you take my advantage, and now I know, I owed you. I pay off. You understand? That's what make myself a foolish and really make myself a wise man. Understand that? Take one step back, we got heaven and earth. Take one step forward, all we face is a cliff. Okay? So which one do you want? Being smart, walk forward. Then you face a cliff. Because now you're facing challenge. Now you might take the wrong actions, speak wrong words, and then accumulating the fight, and then what? Casualty. Why don't we take one step back? Don't rush into anything. All of a sudden you feel yourself very, very calm and no stress. Sky so blue, the air is so flash. Isn't it? Take one step back before you resolve it all. That I call it being wise and the wisdom. May you all have wisdom in your life. May you all try to be a foolish. Okay? Learn what? From all our life. Don't need to be a very intelligent man. When you really step back, become wise man, you are truly intelligent man. Okay? And that's what I hope, and I wish you all well. Thank you very much.